This is Bilal Powell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well done, though. Hey, 7:34.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
We're good. Right, Chief.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Chief.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he finds Cook. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This is Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Get down, get down. Go, 694. Right.
On play action, now Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They're going to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Let's take a look at the big fella, Rob Gronkowski. All-pro, it feels like, each and every year. And when he's healthy, he's going to be all-pro. He's done it 4 times in his career. 69 catches, over 1,000 yards in 2017. But why is he so good? Speed, size, agility, and absolutely understands the offense and where he needs to be in order to get the football.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down. That's Pell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he fields it cleanly. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
With you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll throw with Carr. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote goal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This is the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is
looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Now Carr, and his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Carr going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Smith now on second down. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he's got Decker, left side. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake. Carr, he's going to go up top for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Go Chief.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
OP.
From the gun, it's Carr. Decker's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Eric Decker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Smith. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Coleman now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Express. Four down. Go. Get set.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Go.
Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly. And it leads to a play action sack. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go again with Powell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off play action. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
It's a different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run with dark run. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the Bengals on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. Amendola catching at that side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Dumps off to Powell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
On second down, here's Carr. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They start this with a run for Powell. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends are expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
10 yards there and a Bengal first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
To throw on second down is Smith. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Smith on first down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Third and long, it's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Get set.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
6-18, 7-34.
Carr going to throw here. Coleman has it here right side. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Carr going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.